Hi, welcome to the 30-day indie music boot camp. I call this a boot camp because I want to help you get to your optimum level or a professional level of expertise in taking off your indie music career. You may be just starting out, you may be completely new to the industry, or you may have already launched a couple of albums or songs, but it is important for you to understand how the industry works. And this is the basic fundamental that a lot of the musicians, especially the people who are just starting out, fail to understand or figure out. Now, this is the first topic in the whole course, and the course is going to talk a lot about and probably take different points out of this first presentation. So, let's get on to it. There are three building blocks of this industry, which is the artist circle, recorded music, and live entertainment. All the three are dependent completely on how the audience or the end consumer of your music is receiving receiving something that they've paid for. Artist circle is the most important relationship for any artist. This includes you, the artist manager who helps you organize stuff, and the record label, which helps you to market yourself, promote yourself, and get your music out there finally to the audience. Recorded music is based upon once you've recorded the music, how does it reach the audience? So that may be through streaming platforms, YouTube, Spotify, etc., or it could be CDs, vinyls, and any other ways that people listen to your music. Live entertainment, as it simply makes sense, is the live shows, events, gigs, festivals that you may want to take part in, or you would be playing in certain ways or formats. First off is artist circle. Artist circle, again, as I said, is the most important relationship between artists, artist managers, and record labels. Now, artists are the ones who make the content. The content here is music. Now, music can again be of different forms. It could be just instrumental, it could be EDM, it could be different genres, it could be just lyrics, or it could just be a basic composition. All of this makes the source of industry, because as any industry works, they are working upon a product or a service. Hospitality industry is a proper service-based industry, whereas technology industry is a product and service-based industry, right? Product, say iPhone, service, say Google. Here in music industry, it's the music which forms the base of the industry, which the whole industry is trying to take forward, create new art forms, create new genres, create new audiences, and finally getting it big. Now, the artist is more than just the content creator here. The artist is also the person who becomes a brand in itself. A brand is, very simply put, anything or anyone. It could be a person, it could be a company, it could be a product that gets recognition by its own name or face or logo or whatever. A brand creates an identity for itself. So for artists, Local Train, Pratik Kuhad, any of the so many indie bands that we listen to, Arijit Singh, or any of these Bollywood singers that we know about, they are brand in itself, because we know them by their name, we identify them sometimes by their music or their voice or the type of songs that they sing. And this is what makes an artist unique, which is something that no one else can take away from you. Next comes the artist manager. Now, artist manager is the most important part in your life. He is the person you go to when you are facing a problem, when you're not able to write, when you're sick, when you need to plan a tour or plan an album launch, all of these things. An artist manager is your best friend. He is your biggest fan because he needs to believe in you so that he's able to negotiate for you further and coordinate all of the heavy lifting that there might be needed. He does it because he loves what you're making. He loves and believes in who you are and what you belong for. Now, the economic side, artist manager normally takes 15 to 20% of the total earnings of any artist. Total earnings meaning live shows, meaning recorded music, so the streaming income that you may be getting, or the download income you may be getting, or the merchandise income you may be getting, all of it. They are your biggest partner. And 15 to 20% is a very small price to pay. A lot of artists get stuck here because they don't want to give away that money. But you have to understand 100% of 100 rupees is still 100 rupees, but 80% of 1000 rupees becomes 800 rupees. And that's simple economics because the 900 rupees is gotten to you by the artist manager. You may be only able to reach a certain level of revenue by yourself because there's only so much of one person can do by themselves. But with a team of people, you can propel yourself, make more money for yourself as well as the people around you, as well as the whole of industry per se. Then comes the record label. The record label nowadays are kind of not useful at all. So record label the concept came down from the initial days of vinyl or CD days when they were the publishers of the music. That means if you are an artist, you will give your money, give your music to the record labels, and they are the ones who will put that music on a CD or a DVD and record it and distribute it to the retail physical shops. So music shop or something like that. That's where the record label comes from, because then they were able to put a sticker on top of your record and put their logo on it, and that's how they came to be called as record labels. Now, record labels are very similar to book publishers or film distributors. They are the ones who take a good chunk of your money for promoting you, for getting your music out to the most people, to get to the most of the audience. And they also have a huge amount of money, or marketing money as I call it, to make you bigger as an artist. But nowadays, they've become very non-existent nowadays because it's so simple now for you to just put up your music on streaming websites and everything is online, digital. So it doesn't make sense, a lot of sense at least, to sign up with a record label. Also, most of the record labels nowadays are just doing artist management work. So they are helping artists get live performances, do a lot of negotiation for these, for artists, and so on and so forth. So the biggest aspect of a record label is the money and the contacts they have. They have the contacts in the industry, which is, suppose you want publication, so publicity, they'll be able to help you. If you want to get another artist to collaborate with, they'll be able to help you. And if you need money to sell your music to or start licensing your music to, they will be able to help you because of the contacts they have. Their major work is recording, so they give you the money to record your music, that is mixing, mastering, all of that from start to finish. Launching, so once you've made an album or a single or something that is worth launching, the record label helps you do that. And also obviously when you're launching, you promote what you're launching. Another important aspect of record label is the licensing part, and licensing is a major revenue source, or can be a major revenue source for an artist. So we're going to talk about licensing and all of that further in the course, but I'm going to stop here for now, and we're going to talk about recorded music in the next bit.